In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to go ahead and actually double up on your job applications for product manager roles with AI. Just a quick note and disclaimer, this company here is not paying us to go out there and endorse them. I'm just going to go out there and give you guys a review of what it is that they do and what some of the general feedback has been from the product gym members that's been using Simplify to go ahead and apply to product manager jobs. Not everything is positive, but at the same time, not everything is negative. If you guys do want to go ahead and give them a shot, I would actually highly recommend you guys do, depending on how it is that you guys want to go ahead and move your search. So for those of you guys that have not been following us, we have been advocating aggressively during this time for you to go ahead and do two things. Number one, when it comes down to applying, is you definitely want to go ahead and get a high volume approach, but on the other end, you also want to get targeted by following up with your applications via LinkedIn direct messaging. If you're not generating interviews on LinkedIn, you're actually really wasting effort. But on top of that, most likely you're either not sending out the right messages, which means your message is unfortunately pretty bad. It's not conversion friendly. Or the other thing here is you're not sending any messages at all. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about Simplify. Simplify is an AI-driven platform that's going to basically help you scale up applications. In terms of how this works, you create an account, at least from the very top down. You can go ahead and get started on this without paying for it. excuse me. I know a lot of people right now that are looking for a product manager job are doing it on a full-time basis, and it's almost like you're starting a mini business because of all these different products and services and tools that you guys are paying for, on top of like just applying to more roles, but resources, getting additional coaching because there's just so many candidates that are coming out of the layoff. This is actually one where I would say it's pretty decent. You start off completely free profile. You don't need to go ahead and actually pay money to go ahead and get a profile started. I created one for myself. From there, you go ahead and the second step is you just upload your resume. Now, a quick tip about uploading your resume, this is actually where some people get frustrated, and understandably, this is a very stressful time for a lot of people, is you got to do it in a PDF format. Even if it's in a Word document format, it will not cut it. If it's a Google link that you have, it will not cut it. So if it's on a Microsoft Word document, go ahead and create a PDF version of that, which I think everybody should know how. If it's on a Google Doc, also create a PDF version of that. But once it's uploaded, you can go ahead and complete your profile. And you're going to see on the dashboard here a few things like matches, jobs, companies, applications, resume builder. I have not, from the members that we've spoken to, and we've spoken to quite a few people, that have not really found the resume builder to be very effective. So if you still need help reviewing your resume, definitely go ahead and ping me directly on LinkedIn. My handle is in the description. Matches here, this one's very interesting because it asks you about all this stuff like impactful work. And what kind of roles are you interested in? And sometimes it doesn't list out all of the roles. So like the jobs preferences, this part is all across the board pretty weak. If I chalk it up, okay, product management. What city would you like to go ahead and one of the greatest cities of all time? Second greatest city of all time. That's actually where I'm from. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit that. Cool thing though is, for our UK and Canadian members, they do have London and Toronto represented here. Obviously, in terms of quantity, not as much as one of the local job boards, but you can go ahead and save and continue. Let's just say here, let's say if I had to go back in the hunt myself, I'd say I'm a senior, and then I'd select all, save, and it's like, what industries excite you? Social impact, I would say fintech, I would say health tech, I would also say maybe consulting, data analytics. It can go on, but like for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and make this thing just move a lot faster. And actively looking and finish. And let's go ahead and take a look at the matches. Not bad, actually. The matches are like kind of okay, like senior product manager, banking risk. You can go ahead and take a look at this. But in terms of like the quantity that you need right now in this market, you're gonna need a lot more than this. And notice like they don't have like, across the board, they did tell me, a lot of my members did tell me like the matches weren't exactly great because we put down very specifically product, and the only role that really came associated with us was the first role, which was product management, and that's actually where you have jobs. Jobs, on the other hand, I think is actually pretty cool because you can go ahead and actually just type in product manager, and you can go ahead and actually get your search this way, and depending on your education, location, and then you can also sort by the most recent. This is actually pretty cool. Now, having said that, you can also just go ahead and apply, and that's actually kind of the beauty of this, is like it fills in a lot of that information for you. A big part of job hunting right now, practically the whole game, is time management. So all of that time where you're stopping, going, that's actually where all the friction is at, not getting you momentum, which is why LinkedIn Easy Apply is so cool. But a lot of companies, because of the amount of candidates that are applying for jobs right now, they are including more filters and friction and layers and barriers to kind of scale back the people. So it's just like the people that make it through all of that, they ultimately are going to be the ones that trickle through. And of course, the more that can get past all those different layers are the people that have the best shot of getting the interview, if they have a resume that's matched up with the company, which unfortunately, because of the wide breadth of the types of roles, a product manager resume is something that's very, very, very specific. So with the wide breadth of product manager roles, even within the world of product management out there, I just don't think it does justice in terms of the resume building. In terms of actually like tracking your interview activity, I also found most people, they would just prefer an Airtable, because I'm a big Airtable geek, if you guys have not already noticed. But Airtable or Google Spreadsheet has been much more impactful, because like just loading up, even the companies that people have applied to on this, people have, generally speaking, have not found it to be that useful, because it's actually like, it's actually taking a lot of time. Where this really adds value is actually when you go down to looking for companies too, not that impactful, because you have to search very specifically for product manager roles. So it's usually for jobs, or it also autofills a lot of that information. So the beauty of this product, if I was to go ahead and sum it up for you, is more and more positions are creating more questions and filters where they want you to spend time filling out that information, versus like before, Easy Apply really got the job done. There's a lot of roles right now where it's like they want more and more and more information. Largely, a manual hack that I've had members do during this time was actually just have sticky notes all across the desktop of all the different questions, and top off, you have like 20, 30 questions. You just have an answer for every single question on sticky note on your desktop, and then every single time they're asking that question, you can just go out there and drag and drop. This is going to go ahead and basically automate that feature for you. So if you're looking to get just that little bit more of an edge, I would recommend it. Like with all services, there is a few other options if you want to go ahead and pay up. For the people that, I don't know if they're going to appreciate me telling you this, and this is how you know we're not being sponsored by them, is for the people that did opt in for like the paid version, didn't really see that much of a difference. 70% people said that it's a good tool to have, and they would definitely use it, and they would definitely recommend it. The other 30% of the people said, they didn't really notice like it did that much more for them. But I would also like to take a look at, to advise on what's your application style. If your application style is you want to aggressively pump out as many roles as possible, you might want to go ahead and consider this. Just might. With that said, have a look here. You still need, this is going to help you definitely cut down on that process, because an application can kind of take you, even if you're trying to go mass volume. I know some people take like 30 minutes, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. This, on average, could save you about 2 to 3 minutes if you were to take the shotgun approach. So it gets you that much more volume. if executed correctly, you could double the applications that you're sending out in a day. More applications equals out more interviews. With that said, my name is Rich. I'm one of the co-founders here at Product Jib. Do not forget to subscribe, and definitely ping me on LinkedIn if you want some additional, if you want that resume review. I'll go ahead and talk to you later.